Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Super cute. I gotta come over. Hi, everybody. Hello. Happy Friday. Falling into your blue. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Look at them. Friday. Friday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Okay, have a seat. Let's get started. Okay, let's go. Okay, welcome to the show, everybody. Give a lot of that love, and she is looking fabulous today. Shane Wells, everybody. Hi, Shane.
I want some of what that back row's having.
Oh.
They're having the time of their lives right now.
I gotta tell you, I always get a little briefing. It's like the presidential briefing in the morning, but I get the briefing in the back from our executive producer Jeff and Aaron Schwaberini, who helps with our audience. And they always go, okay, you know, it's a winter day, so we have a smaller audience or whatever. So I got the briefing on today's audience, and Aaron comes up to me and she goes, "They are party people." And so yeah. So we have Gretchen and her friends, and they're from they won a gala, an auction item at a gala for the Autism Society of Minnesota. So hello, Gretchen and friends. Welcome, Miss Shannon. We love the Autism Society of Minnesota. Don't fall, please. Please remain seated until the show comes to a complete stop. There could be an issue. Don't fall, heaven's sake. And then we would like to welcome our friend Danica from, we have a lot of great stations, a lot of great partners that carry our show. One of our favorite affiliates, because I got in trouble one time because I accidentally sent a little more love to Duluth instead of this town. And we say, one of our mottos here, we love Rochester. There's Danica there from KXLT, our affiliate in Rochester. Seriously. We're just grateful people watch here in the Twin Cities, but the folks in Rochester and Duluth, we get the nicest emails from those folks, so we appreciate it. And I know I say this a lot, but I'm not kidding. It is like in the planning stages. Sometime, I believe this season, we are bound and determined we're going to bring the Jason Show to Rochester and Duluth. We're going to come, so let us know. Let us know where we should go, the places that Shane and I should visit, a good restaurant, I like a good cocktail, so, where we should go. Is Danica pulling out? It's that cold in the studio? She's
no, it's
pulling
advertising.
Out? Oh, it's beautiful. Is that a gift for me? Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Danica. Well, there we go. Because it is cold in here. You could keep pork chops in the studio. So it's people are bringing. There's a woman that comes. She brings her own parka and a blanket because it's so cold in here. Yeah. Anyway, now that the weather's going to turn a little bit over the weekend, but we're hopefully going to get into a good weather stretch. Please come back and see us. We know people had to cancel this week because of weather. If you would like tickets to our show for next week, they're available. Just go to our Facebook page, click tickets. You're in by 9:30. You're out by 11:15. And the greatest thing about coming to our show live is, and Aaron knows this, every day after the show, I tell you crap I can't say on air. I gossip. I tell you the people I like. I tell you the people I don't like. You'll get that later. Yeah. Right now, though, it's time for the hot dish. Here we go, everybody. Let's go. Gotta fix this tie's a little unruly. I gotta fix it. There we go. Okay, I'm very excited. What? Oh, that looked weird. I know. I was fixing my tie. I gotta tell you. Now let me stop the show. And Ted in the control room knows what I'm gonna do. I'm not a nervous person, but can I tell you, doing this show, I don't get nervous doing this show, and Shane knows where I'm going. Audience, here's a little behind-the-scenes fun fact. The only time I get nervous, and our executive producer's right there, his name's Jeff, and he stands on the side of the camera, and the only time I ever get nervous is when he does this. Because what happens is, and here's the full truth, if I say something idiotic, he gets yelled at. He gets an email. He gets an email from upstairs, and then I go into a meeting, and then I get talked to, and so I'm sorry if that freaked people out right there. Okay, there we go. I did it again just to irritate them. Oh, I see the email coming. Here we go. You're gonna love this, sincerely. First up in the hot dish, I'm so excited to show this to you. The trailer for the new version of The Twilight Zone is out. It is so well shot. Look how pretty this, look at this.
Everything you said would come true has.
I changed something, erased something.
We're not meant to be here. Life sometimes goes like you don't expect it to.
What did you do to me?
Turn it off. This is real.
So good. So good. Now, we don't know a lot, and I love it. This is the beginning of the trailer. We don't know a lot from this, and we don't want everything revealed, except a stellar cast, including Tracy Morgan. If that little kid looked familiar, that's Jacob Tremblay from The Room, John Cho, Greg Kinnear, and of course Jordan Peele. And for the youngins out there, if you don't know, this is an anthology series. And yeah, can I speak to the young people who are on social? Can I speak to the young people who are on the social media? And I'm putting the in front of social media, which means I'm old. But who are watching that going, oh, this is a ripoff of Black Mirror. The Black Mirror is the ripoff of The Twilight Zone. By the way, get off my lawn. I sound so old. Anyway, but this is an anthology series. If you didn't watch the original Twilight Zone, every story is kind of independent on its own, and they're going to even reimagine some classic stories from the original Rod Serling. Hey, did you watch any Twilight Zone, Shane?
You'll be surprised, I actually did watch The Twilight Zone.
Well,
I loved it.
Well, shiver me timbers. What?
First time that's ever happened.
This is going to be good. I'm telling you, Shane.
Oh, well, Jordan Peele, I feel like anything he puts his name on right now is gold.
Yeah. You can borrow my CBS All Access password. I'll give it to you.
I'm going to need that.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, here's another thing. This is a good day of Hot Dish. I love showing you guys good things. Next, season 2 of The Haunting of Hill House is coming. Now, this was on Netflix, but it is a little different. It's really not season 2 of The Haunting of Hill House. You'll see what I mean. Look at this. Okay, so we thought it was louder, but it's really not. Oh, here it is. Listen.
All I could see of the park were empty with a great emptiness.
Okay, so here we go. The Haunting of Bly Manor is the show. Now, it will be released in 2020, and it's based on it's based on another novel, a classic novel, whose the author's name just escaped me, but it's all right. But it's another classic story. So this is going to be another anthology series. So The Haunting of. So the first time was Hill House. This is going to be Bly.
So is there not a Haunting of Hill House season 2? Is this it instead?
No, this is it instead. So the different family, different story, different house, different original author. I like this because look, I don't think you can get better than that first season. You can't bring that family back from the first season.
No.
You can't continue
Spoiler
it, you know
alert.
what I mean? Yeah.
No.
I just mean, no.
I actually didn't like how the first one ended, though.
A lot of people didn't.
Yeah, it didn't do it for me. After watching that whole thing, I was like,
It's still so good.
Oh, what?
I love that show so much. Anyway, that one's on Netflix. So again, there's so many streaming services I tell you about. So The Twilight Zone's on CBS All Access. This one's on Netflix, but we have to wait till 2020. So that's fine.
a long time.
Yeah. I still, you know what? Every time I say 2020, you know what I think of? Barbara Walters. Yeah. This is 2020. Yeah, anyway. And Hugh Downs. Next in the dish, Reba McEntire visited Watch What Happens Live last night and talked about, I love when stars reveal this, talked about the iconic movie role that she had to turn down. Look at this.
Reba was offered the role of Molly Brown in Titanic, but had to turn it down.
Oh my God. Okay, now that role went to Kathy Bates. You know, I mean, wow.
I'm gonna say that's true.
Okay, I am too.
I'm gonna say that's
Very
true.
true.
Really? Wow. Why did you have to turn it down?
We were on tour, and I had a lot of people on the payroll, and we had these 3 months already scheduled to do the movie, and then they got behind on scheduling and said, no, we're gonna have to move it in this time. So we couldn't reschedule all the arenas and everything.
When it was such a huge hit, did it kind of kill you a little bit?
Well, sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
But you got to take care of your people.
Yeah, that's
Yes, you
respect.
do.
Respect.
Reba. How great is that? Yeah, that's another reason. 800 reasons to love Reba McEntire. That's the
Can you
classy
see her in
thing.
that role, though?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I love Kathy Bates, but I could see her teaching Leo how to spit. You know what I mean? I love that scene when they're in the yeah. No, she didn't teach. Leo taught Kate how to spit. But anyway, yeah, she dressed Leo. Remember, she gave Leo her son's tuxedo for the dinner.
It's been a while.
When was the last time? When was the last time you watched Titanic?
When it hit theaters?
How are you still on the show? You haven't watched it since 1997?
Well, no, I mean, it was long, and there's an intermission, and I thought I did it.
We have to go to commercial. I don't even know what to do. Oh my God.
Are you going to be okay?
Is Evan, the floor director, available to switch places with Shane? Lots more to come, everybody.
Don't cheer.
Don't cheer for that. We'll be right back. Back after this. Stay with us. Coming up, when news got out our guest today was going to be here, people got very excited, including our crew.
How you doing, dudes?
The host of Cash Cab, Ben Bailey, is live in our studio. And of course, we're going to turn the tables on him and make him answer some trivia questions. And then another guest that folks love, psychic Maria Shaw, is live with us. Find out what zodiac signs are in for a great year. Plus, as always, she's going into our studio audience for some live readings. That's all coming up, so stay right there.
I got to tell you, there is a new resident in my Bay Area, and I tell you, he's got looks. He's got confidence, and honestly, he's got my heart. He does. I am talking, of course, about the sexy koala. Have you seen this guy? I mean, right? Kawawiwa. I was looking, I was like, so is that a koala or did Armie Hammer climb a tree? Do you know what I mean? Have you seen this guy, Reg? Anyone in the band seen this guy?
No.
Yeah, you've seen him, Guillermo. I mean, that is a koality man right there. Look at him. I didn't even know National Geographic had a swimsuit issue. You can't take, I mean, this guy makes Shawn Mendes' Calvin Klein ad. He makes him look like the Mucinex man.
Welcome back.
I mean, look at him though.
James Corden talking about the new love of his life. More dish this morning, and for that we turn to the people who know everything about everyone. Everybody from Page 6 TV, give it up for Carlos. Hi, Carlos.
Good morning, Jason. How are you?
I'm well. Okay, let's start. I told the audience, it seems like there's a new twist and a turn every day. There's a new update on the case of Jussie Smollett. What is it?
Well, there is. So 20th Century Fox, they just released a statement this morning confirming that Jussie, his character on the show Empire, has completely been scrubbed. He will not be, he'll be in the 5th season, but the final 2 episodes he will not be appearing in. This is the statement that they released. They said the events of the past few weeks have been incredibly emotional for all of us. Jussie has been an important member of our Empire family for the past 5 years, and we care about him deeply. Now, this is from all of the producers on the show, including Lee Daniels. They further said, while these allegations are very disturbing, we are placing our trust in the legal system as the process plays out. But the reason they are scrubbing his character from the show is because they realize the effects that this is having on the cast and the crew.
Absolutely. Let's move on to something a little happier. Joey Fatone was the rabbit on The Masked Singer, and he had to do, and he said he had to do his fair share of lying over the past few months.
You think. Yeah, he even lied to us. So Joey was actually in the New York Post offices not that long ago, about a month ago, and we asked him if he was the rabbit on Masked Singer, and he flat out denied it and said he's not on that show. Well, he had to fess up because the other night he was revealed as the rabbit, and we had him on Page 6 TV yesterday, and he said that he lied. He felt bad about lying to the fans, but he also told us that the fans were upset that he didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, he could probably get sued. Those contracts are pretty steel, laced with steel, man. I wouldn't want to talk either.
Well, we talked to him about, you know, the lengths that they take to make sure that people don't know who's behind the mask. And you know how they have the backup dancers performing with them on stage? Well, they don't even know who's behind the mask on that stage when they're performing. So it's that secretive.
Yeah, I love it. Finally, the Oscars are this Sunday, but it's really about the after parties. And Jay-Z is not messing around when it comes into this department.
It is all about the parties, and Jay-Z and Beyonce's party. They did it for the first time last year. You know, they're Los Angelinos now. They live in LA, and they're making their mark. They hosted their first Oscar party last year. We're told they're doing it again, and it's so exclusive. It's the who's who of Hollywood. It's the who's who of Black Hollywood, to be exact. And it's at the Chateau Marmont. It's in the garage. Last year, it was a casino theme. I don't know what the theme is going to be this year, but it's going to be lots of Ace of Spades flowing. That's Jay-Z's very expensive champagne.
Oh, well, there we go. We will be looking for pictures. Carlos, thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Absolutely.
You can see the latest on Page 6. Follow them on social media as well. And you can watch Page 6, as they say. Check your local listing. Still ahead, everybody. We've got a reality TV roundup. And then the guy who drove the cash cab for 12 years joins us live in studio. And our crew and guests are very, very excited. That's all coming up, everybody. Stay with us. Back after these words. Got an email yesterday from a guy named Bill who likes to critique what I wear every day. And he hates that I wear brown shoes with a gray suit. So what am I doing today? Wearing brown shoes with a gray suit.
Bill is not going to be happy.
Sorry, Bill. Sorry. Our half-hour hot dish continues this morning. The latest episode of Top Chef aired last night on Bravo. And once again, it is time for... a spoiler alert, yeah. Okay, before we go on, so we have a producer. I'll just call him Billy. Billy was so mad this morning because I guess our friends at the Star Tribune, like in the headline of the story for this, they didn't say spoiler alert, and they gave away who went home in the headline. This producer, who's very mild-mannered and a sweet guy, enraged, like... enraged. He goes, I am going to write a very strongly worded email to the Star Tribune. Yeah. Look forward to that, Star Tribune. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Spoiler alert. We will give you one. Ready? Our local guy, Justin Sutherland, who returns to our show actually next week, was one of the 6 vying for a spot in the finals. Here's a clip.
I'm making a yellowtail 2 ways. Green tea smoked sashimi and a miso cured yellowtail.
You're making 2-hour kimchi. You have to do things a little different.
Fun things happening right now.
This dish speaks to the two sides of JD, which is bold flavors, but also the simplest preparation, just letting it be what it is.
Now, in the end, our buddy bit off a little more than he could chew. His fish did not impress the judges, and Justin went home.
No.
I know.
I thought for sure he was going to win because he came back and he bought all those restaurants.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that must be the winning.
Yeah.
But he's just doing that well.
No, and then we were just talking. He's in the Star Tribune for another reason. He is helping with the new soccer stadium. He's, yeah. Okay. I got to tell you again. Executive producer Jeff plays charades with me to try to get me to say the right thing. And he goes like this. Can we go to this camera, Leo? To try to get me to say soccer, he goes like this. Here we go. I know. Thank you.
Could be a dance.
Could be a dance,
soccer.
yeah. Next in the dish, hometown dates on The Bachelor air next week, but some people are already thinking about who could be the next Bachelorette. Y'all ain't gonna like this. The show's creator is throwing out a name, and it's generating a lot of buzz. Take the graphic, Leo. Khloe Kardashian.
My mom probably just threw her phone.
I know.
She is so mad right
Shane's
now.
mama. Yeah. The brains behind the operation, dude's name is Mike Fly, says that she is very much in contention, but it needs to be approved by his dear friend Kris Jenner first.
Ugh.
Khloe recently split from her boyfriend Tristan.
We know.
Yeah, exactly. Shane is on fire today. I'm loving you. After reports that he cheated on her with Kylie's best friend, the two have a daughter together. Look, I'm sick of hating on the Kardashians, but here's what the world doesn't need. More Kardashians. You know what I mean? I'm sure they can find love. I don't think they need to go on ABC to find love.
They pretty much own the E network,
Yeah.
right? So
Go
they
on
can do
E.
their own dating show on E.
Yes.
Leave The Bachelor alone.
Leave The Bachelor to everyday people. Oh.
I'm heated.
Like,
I'm heated.
They're like
can't happen.
ivy or like a cold sore. I mean, they just keep spreading, just all over the place. Yeah.
Abreva.
It's Friday. I've had a week, okay? It was one of the hottest shows, still ahead, everybody. It was one of the hottest shows on cable, and it had people crossing their fingers every time they got into a taxi. Ben Bailey, the host of Cab Cash, is in the house, and then one of your favorite guests, Psychic Maria Shaw's here, and she's talking winter getaways, and she's also going to tell you what zodiac signs are going to have a rockin' year. We'll be right back, everybody.
How you doing, dudes? Where you going?
Time Warner.
What?
Time Warner.
You guys are in the Cash Cab. It's a TV game show that takes place right here in my taxi. What's up, guys?
No, they're not.
All right, here we go. These first questions are worth $50 a pop. Here's your first one. In the Revolutionary War, what notorious flip-flopper served as Brigadier General for both the Americans and the Brits?
Benedict Arnold.
Benedict Arnold.
That's the flip-flopper, and you're on the board with $50.
That is a clip from the hit game show Cash Cab, or as I called it earlier, Cab Cash. Well, you know, it's Friday. That aired for more than a decade on the Discovery Channel. That show was hosted by our next guest, who's in town performing stand-up at the New Hope Cinema Grill, and our crew is very excited. Give it up for Ben Bailey, everybody. Hi, Ben. Cute. I'm not kidding. I either like to start an interview or end an interview with a compliment, so I will begin one.
Okay.
When we read the tease, I do a tease for the next day's show after this. When I read the tease that you were going to be here, our floor director, Evan, fell to the ground. I mean, he was so, our crew, everyone was very excited. First of all, for people, the four that haven't seen the show, give the basic premise and how it works.
Of Cash Cab?
Yeah.
People get into a taxi in New York, and they don't know it, but they're on a game show. I grill them with trivia questions, and they keep what they've accumulated if they make it to where they're headed, but if they get 3 wrong on the way, I pull over and kick them out, and they lose everything.
Get out! Ben, I mean, because let me get this straight. So it ran originally from 2005 to 2012, and then came back in 2017. And listen to this, everybody: 453 episodes. Were you surprised at the initial success of the show?
When we first started making Cash Cab, it was like it was pretty raw. It took us a while to find it. It took us like 3 weeks of shooting before we had a game that made us go, okay,
we got it.
This is good. This is something. And from that point on, we kind of thought it had a chance, but we had no idea that it was going to be what it turned into.
Because it does take a while to kind of crack the nut of how can we do this?
Yeah.
How can we sustain this over a period of time? What about what season did you go, okay, we got it, we can continue this?
Well, that was in the first season.
Yeah.
We shot for 3 weeks before we got that one game, and then we tried to imitate that game. Like we found the pace of the gameplay and how it needed to feel, and then we just tried to emulate that.
I always like the behind the scenes aspect of it. How long are the shoots on this? I mean, you have to get just the right player. You got to get someone charismatic. What was a typical shooting day? Because it looks really easy. We see the finely edited project, but what's a normal day like?
Originally our shooting days were like 14 hours.
Oh.
14, 15, 16 hours. By the end of it, I had whittled it down, to a lot less. But
How the hell can you drive after that?
It's technically, I shouldn't be saying that on the air because it's technically illegal for you to drive a cab for more than 12 hours. But the interesting part is that the games, it takes about an hour and a half to shoot a game, which then gets edited down to 7 minutes.
And wait. An hour and a half down to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
No wonder you won. No wonder you won Emmys. No wonder you won Emmys. That's some editing right there, my friend.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of dead time where we're sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
So when we're not moving, we're not shooting.
Is there look, you get asked this all the time, but off the top of your head, let me get the number right. Out of 453 episodes, is there a contestant that for whatever reason immediately always pops in your mind when you're asked at a bar or a restaurant, like, who was your favorite or who was the craziest? Who pops in your mind and why?
The same guy pops into my head.
I knew it!
There's two, actually. There's a woman who kept asking me if I had ever been robbed at gunpoint. She asked me so many times that I finally pulled over and got out, and our security searched her. I think 10 times. And then finally we're like, okay, there's something weird about this. They searched her bags, and she didn't have a gun, and she actually won. And she made it. She won. She made it to air. You can watch it. She goes to, I think she goes to the Met or something. So she stands out in my head because that was like a little frightening and very weird.
Wait a minute. She's asking you if you've ever been held at gunpoint, and she's going to the Met, to the opera?
Yeah. No, the Met. No, the Metropolitan
Museum of Art. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Equally strange.
Yeah. Equally strange.
She's going to the rifle exhibit.
Yes. Okay. And the other one?
The other one, we're just cruising along, and I say to I have a van behind me full of people, crew and stuff, and I say to them, I have to pick up this guy. And they look, and there's a guy. I'm 6'6", right? There's a guy, he's bigger than me. He's taller than I am, probably twice my weight. Huge, enormous man dressed in a purple, fuzzy rabbit suit. enormous man wearing high heels and a rabbit suit. And he gets in. I pull over, he gets in. And he goes, I can't remember where he's going, but some nightclub or something. But it's the middle of the afternoon. He says, take me to what, Excalibur. And he calls me baby. He goes, take me to Excalibur, baby. And I go, nobody calls me baby in this cab, rabbit. And then we proceed to get into an argument. He keeps calling me baby. I keep calling him rabbit. And finally, I'm just like, all right,
get out.
That's it. Out you go.
Did you say sit there going, I am arguing with a rabbit.
With a giant rabbit.
With a giant rabbit.
The crew is just dying laughing the whole time. Or no, I didn't kick him out. Then I said, I hit the button and the lights and the music and everything, and he lost his mind. And he was like, I want nothing to do with this.
Rabbit out.
Yeah. I said, all right, rabbit out you go. And that was it.
Ben is sticking around more when we come back. We're putting him to the test with some Minnesota trivia. Back after this. And find out how you can see Ben tonight. Don't call me baby, rabbit. Welcome back, everybody. Back with comedian and Emmy-winning host of Cash Cab, Ben Bailey. You're out doing stand-up. We'll tell you how y'all can see Ben tonight. I was asking during the break. Do you like traveling around the country and how do you adapt your? I'm always curious about this because the art of comedy fascinates me. Do you adapt your set for where you're going?
I do it after I get there.
Really? To see, you gauge the audience?
I like to, a comic told me years ago when I was just starting, a guy told me it's a good idea to open with something local. And I was like, it always kind of stuck with me. And it's fun for me to arrive in a city, especially if I haven't been there before. Now there's not many that I haven't been to, but to show up and go, what's unique about this place? And then, write about that. I mean, it's always been about the writing for me. I like to write jokes.
Yeah.
The creation of a joke is as good as the delivery.
I'm sure we have given you lots of material. we are. Minnesota is very.
Yeah, there's plenty there. Yeah, there's plenty there for sure.
We kind of write ourselves. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so we couldn't have you on without doing a little version of Cash Cab ourselves. Except we couldn't afford a cab, so there's just a picture of one behind us. So these...
It's better. It's better,
yeah. Okay, so Ben, these are all questions about Minnesota, okay?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But multiple choice.
Oh,
so,
okay, that helps.
Okay, here we go.
Do I get shout-outs? Do I get shout-outs?
Okay, if you struggle, you can ask one person. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Minnesota's Princess K of the Milky Way is carved out of what substance? Yogurt, butter, or cheese?
Butter.
Yes! Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah, at the fair. They put her in a freezer. She sits in a freezer in a parka, and they carve her out of butter.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. What NBA team moved out of Minnesota in 1960? The Lakers, the Knicks, or the Bulls?
The Bulls. No.
The Lakers.
Lakers.
The land of 10,000 lakes.
All right.
Yeah.
They got so mad at me.
The audience turned on you.
So angry. They're like, all right, get him out of here.
Yeah, that's it.
The Bulls? Get out of here, Bailey. Go back to New York.
Okay. I will tell you, I will be very impressed if you know this one. You ready?
Okay.
What were the call letters of the TV station that Mary Tyler Moore worked at in the Mary Tyler Moore Show? WSTP, WJM, or KMSP?
Oh, boy. How old do I look? I'll be impressed if I know this one, too. I don't know.
It was based here. That's why we're asking you.
But I'm going to guess KMSP.
No, that's actually the station you're sitting in.
Goodbye, everybody. Strike one and I'm out.
The
Kick
audience
me out.
didn't turn on you on that
That's
one.
two strikes. One more and I gotta leave.
Here we go. What is the state fish of Minnesota? Crappie, walleye, or Swedish fish?
I'm gonna go with walleye.
Yes!
Still alive. I'm still in it.
I didn't hear you. Do we do one more? One more. Okay, here we go.
Why?
Okay, here we go. Spam was created at Hormel in Austin, Minnesota. What does spam stand for? There's no
multiple choice
Yeah.
on this one. What? Single portion almost meat.
Leo, can we check is spam a sponsor of our show? Can we check that? Yeah. The answer, spiced ham. Spiced ham. Ben Bailey, everybody. Don't miss Ben performing tonight and tomorrow at the New Hope Cinema Grill right there. He has 2 shows each night. For tickets, go to cinemagrill.com for tickets. Give it up one more time for Ben Bailey. Still ahead. You know we're lovers. Psychic Maria Shaw is in the house, and we're doing some readings with our audience right after this. Stay with us, everybody. Thank you.
That was fun, man.
That was great.
That was
Thank
really
you
good.
so much.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome back, everybody. She is by far one of our most popular guests, and she's back to predict the future today. Give it up for nationally known psychic Maria Shaw, everybody.
Thank you.
So, you and I, we were going to talk about travel, but you said something on my radio show today that I found really fascinating. We got such a response, and that is the zodiac signs that are going to have a really good rest of, or you put it in such a funny way. There are zodiac signs that are getting ready to board the crazy train, and there are zodiac signs that
are going to get off the crazy train.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay. So let's start with the good news. What zodiac signs are going to have a good rest of 2019?
Well, Sagittarius is the sign to be. If we have any Sagittarius in the audience,
any Sagittarius in the audience?
They're going to be the lucky ones.
Not a one. You all are going to have a horrible year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, our executive producer, Jeff. Oh, great. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes. And then the Aries are going to get off the crazy train.
Aries? Aries, okay.
Since 2010, it was expect the unexpected. Uranus was in their sign, and it's just been like the last 8-9 years, just up and down, lots of twists and turns.
Okay.
And then Libras have had a lot of crazy relationships. They're getting off the crazy love train.
Okay.
So those signs, any Libras?
Any Libras?
Okay.
Are you off the train? Off the train. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
And then the people that are going to board?
Okay, yeah. Now this is the bad news, y'all. These are the signs that just maybe hibernate for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, because Taurus generally doesn't like change, and it's going to be a crazy 6-7 years. So if we have any Tauruses in the audience, all aboard! All aboard!
Oh, God! Okay, sorry.
And then Scorpios have got to watch out for crazy relationships.
Okay, Scorpios.
But they like that because they're kind of fun. They like fun stuff. They're a little kinky, so Scorpios will actually have fun on that train.
Scorpios, y'all are kinky, according to Maria. Yeah, okay. And then one more. Do you have one more that's bad? Is that it?
Well, Capricorn is going to have some difficulties this year, and that's why we're having such a hard winter. Yeah.
Who's the cat? Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome to the Jason Show. You're going to have a really rough year.
But next year is great. Next year's great for Capricorn, so you're going to get a lot of rewards. Yeah.
We treat our guests so well. We bring them here. We tell them they're going to have a horrible year. It's great. Yeah. But this is just for what, Maria? The rest of 2019, right?
Yeah. For 2019.
See, it's only a few more months. Yeah.
And that's why we're having kind of a hard winter, too, because I was on your show a couple years ago, and I said that we were going to have 3 years of hard winters starting the December of 17. So we've been through one. This one will be the worst out of the 3. And we're going to have snow in places I predicted that we would never have snow before. And somebody just told me in the green room it was snowing in L.A. Is that right?
A little bit. And in Flagstaff.
And Vegas.
Vegas.
Like what? Now, if we end up having it in South Florida, then we know the end of the world is coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frogs are falling from the sky. Okay. Now, who would like a reading? Okay, you come on down. Be careful of the steps. There we go. One more. Come right here. Okay, what's your name?
Gretchen.
Hi, Gretchen. And Gretchen, what's your, do you mind, birthday, right? You need to know the birthday.
Full year, too. 3/25/76.
3/25. Okay, well she's getting off the crazy train.
Yes.
Good. Yes. So most of your luck this year is going to be impressing other people, impressing powers that be. You're going to meet somebody famous in addition to Jason this year. And are you married?
I am.
You got another guy interested. And you notice he walked away.
My sister-in-laws are here too.
It does.
Sorry,
It doesn't mean that you're going to cross the line. It doesn't
Okay,
mean you're going to cross the line, but it'll be kind of flattering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be kind of flattering.
Do you notice, Maria, she's moving closer to me and away from you? Yeah.
It's going to be a fun year.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be a very good year for you, but your husband will probably take you on a nice, long, romantic weekend after watching this show.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Be careful going back up. Sorry. Sister-in-law, because you deserve it. Come on. Yeah. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, come on down. What's your name?
Juliet.
Hi, Juliet.
Hi.
Birth date?
September 11th.
September 11th. Okay.
Okay. Are you the organizer of the group? You get everybody together?
Well, it was Gretchen.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you're coming into a good period to get your life organized. This is the year that you're not putting up with any BS. Yes. And you probably already said that at the beginning of the year. So that's why I thought maybe you were getting organized. This is going to be a fantastic year for anything you want to do with real estate. If you were thinking about moving, or if you're tired of the wallpaper and the same furniture, you're going to be redoing a lot of things. And there's also some very good news coming in the month of May and the month of September. Somebody you know is going to announce a marriage, and somebody you know is going to announce a baby. It's not you.
A baby, yes. And a marriage? Yes, I love that.
Better not be you!
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we can do one more over here. Yeah, you up here. Yeah, let's get the other. Come on down. Be very careful. Come on down. We'll do. You stand right there. Welcome. What's your name? Sabrina. And what's your birth date?
July 18th.
July 18th. Okay.
That's a great sign. That's what I am. I'm a Cancer. We can cry together.
Yeah.
You are going to have a very good year at the casino for your health and your work. And you may get a new pet if you're in the market for one. But there's somebody in your family that has very good news, and they're going to reveal it either within the next 2 weeks. So, or maybe, I think it'll be the next 2 weeks. So if you have children, there's somebody's going to come home and say something that they've won, they've got something big is happening in your family. Yeah. And by the way, you're going to live to be very old. Take good care of your physical self. Cancer women live to be older than any sign in the zodiac. And I think it's because we mother everybody. We got to mother everybody. We even mother our own parents. So long life for you, long expectancy. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, you had the best reading out of the group. I mean, I gotta tell you.
That's great.
Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you. Come on, go back up. And Leo, because I'm a Leo, I always ask, what's in store for me?
Leos are actually going to have a good year this year. You know, we talked, on the radio station, it's a good year to gamble up until December.
Okay.
And you've got a good cycle between now and the middle of April also for love. And remember, I told you, don't get that dog. Remember that dog from hell that I'm talking about?
I'm not going to get another dog, Maria.
I know, but your husband, I think, is going to push this dog.
I know. And I got to tell you, you laugh, skeptics if you will, but here's my best example of how good Maria is. Maria was on the show 2 years ago and looked at me in the eye and said, "You are going to move within a few months." I looked at her and I laughed because I had no intention of moving. I moved 4 months later. Whoa! I'm not joking. Yeah. If you want to meet Maria, she's hosting the Winter Wonderland Psychic Fair this weekend. It's happening tomorrow and Sunday at the Radisson Blue at Mall of America. Go to mariashaw.com for more information. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so good.
Seriously, next time, let's make it a routine. I'm going to tell you, this is proof that people will email about everything and anything. I went back there. I got, just in the time of this show when we're live, got another email about my shoes. And this woman called me a brat. She called me a brat. And she said, you should never wear brown shoes with a gray suit. And I said, the King brothers and every fashion person that I've talked to, I've asked, I don't know, I need garanimals. You know what I mean? I need a magic. But you and I were talking about this. If you don't wear black tones with your tie, you shouldn't wear black shoes. Why am I explaining this? Anyway.
Don't even try.
But look in a catalog, and if the King brothers are watching, back me up. I'm just saying, you can wear brown with a gray suit. Let's put this debate to rest. If I'm wearing a black tie with a gray suit, yes, then I wear black shoes. And the woman goes, do you even own black shoes? Yes. Yes, I do. Hashtag, I love people.
Why are you trying to ruin his Friday?
I know. I'm already
Jason
this week.
alone.
I know, please. It's the weekend. Let me just eat my chicken wings and have a good weekend, please. And wear my brown shoes with gray that I can wear. Yeah.
That's going to be our next segment.
Because you were talking, we got 30 seconds, but for women, you were saying there's an equal.
You can like mix, browns, blacks, navy. I mean, there's the rules that we used to follow are like totally gone.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yes. Thank you. Shane's, I got your back. Anyway, Monday, we are recapping the Oscars and chatting with the owner of Frenchie's Modern Nail, who will be getting more A-listers ready for the big event, including a really big A-lister. Ryan will be here. That and more on Monday. Thanks to this incredible audience, our affiliate in Rochester, the Minnesota Autism Society. Thank you for coming, and all of you. And if you are a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day. Wear brown shoes with gray suits.